So on PTR 2.3.0 patch notes, they have heavily nerfed the overpower damage. In the case of the Necromancer, the Blood Spear build has been reduced from its item by 50%, and the Bloodbath Overpower Legendary node was reduced from 100 to 40 was reduced from 100% to 40%. And when overpowering, additive bonus damage based on your maximum life and fortify amounts reduced by 80%. I don't know how big is that impact on the overpower, but that is really huge. But my take on this, my opinion on this is that I feel the overpower damage is not really the problem. The problem is the classes that doesn't have an overpower mechanic can utilize the overpower by the help of the blood boiling aspect and the sand rune that gives them the guarantee to overpower even though they cannot overpower. Because some of the other classes can have a good scaling on the critical strike damage, and because of this, adding the overpower damage bonus, they can now deal a huge amount of damage. In my opinion, the classes that were designed who can utilize the overpower, and the idea of the overpower is to build up the max life so that you'll be tanky, and using this tankiness to deal overpower, to deal offense, right? So that's the idea and the design behind of this overpower damage. And if you're talking about overpower crit, how about instead of making the overpower damage to when it critically strike using the critical strike damage, how about when overpower damage crits, the damage will scale maybe additional 50% or 75%. Because right now, the overpower skills, especially on the Necromancer, Blood Surge, Blood Lance, and Blood Spear, the Blood Wave, because of this nerf, they become useless now. Basically, they are heavily nerfed, not just because of the overpower, but the fear of the overall impact of the overpower on all of the classes. So for me, the sand rune and the blood boiling aspect should be removed and retain all of this overpower damage back to where their state is, so that this overpower builds on each classes will still perform the way it is.